T-Mobile back in March for $39 billion, and there's been some recent developments in their negotiations with the Department of Justice over the deal recently that I wanted to brief you on. On August 31st, the Department of Justice officially filed suit to block the deal, and on September 9th, AT&T filed their counter. Now, the Department of Justice's main concerns noted in their suit was that the deal would concentrate the market too much, leaving only three really viable national providers. This would be AT&T, ourselves, Verizon, and Sprint. They said that the concentrated market would reduce competition to the point where it would eventually lead to increased prices and a reduced incentive to develop new technologies. AT&T countered that, saying that regional carriers are competition that shouldn't be taken lightly, in addition to just the national carriers. They said the majority of Americans have a choice between 5 different carriers, so they have a lot of viable options. They also said the cost-cutting benefits of the deal would allow them to provide better services to customers at lower prices, because we all know how AT&T's coverage isn't really good. So that's part of their argument. If they can reach a deal with the Department of Justice, they still have another pretty big hurdle to clear, which is getting approval from the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC. The FCC, it's rumored to give a lot of input to the Department of Justice to block the deal, and it's worth noting that they've never approved a deal which was blocked by the Department of Justice. So if they do reach a deal with the Department of Justice, the FCC's job is to determine if the deal is in the public interest. FCC Chairman Julius Genachowski has publicly stated that she has serious concerns over competition if the deal were to go through, and FCC Commissioner Michael Cox has also publicly expressed concerns. So we should be paying attention to this, because if the deal does go through, part of it would be that AT&T would have to divest a large amount of assets it's acquired. They've agreed to divest up to 10%, and reports indicate that they would be willing to divest up to 25%. A lot of those assets would be national assets, for which the only suitable buyers would be ourselves and Sprint. So we should look into doing some research into what assets they might be divesting that it would be strategically good for us to acquire if that happens. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you.